DevOps is being one of the confusing topics for recruiters. It could be for screening or maybe it could be for understanding, right? So here I'm going to help you understand very easily about what is all about DevOps and how you screen candidates. So now generally when you're screening candidate, you don't have to pretend as if you are somebody else. You can just screen as you are. So now let's go and understand what is DevOps. And if you see, DevOps is not any particular methodology. It doesn't have any rules. It doesn't have any values like we have for Agile and Scrum methodology. In fact, DevOps is a mindset. It is like collaborative mindset. If you see, now when in waterfall, anything that happens with the development and operation, everyone has their own set of teams and own set of duties, and they just stay there and they do not get involved in other business. For example, if it is a requirement gathering, or it could be designing, it could be development, testing, or it could be deployment, everybody has their own duties and they stay in their own zone. But when it comes to DevOps, everyone has to interact with each other and they have to work together and get ready ahead of their task. And DevOps has been, now it has been proven one of the best practices, and this process is working so good where there is automation is there, and where there is a continuous integration is required, and where it comes more to do with collaboration and continuous integration, right? That's what I just told you. Now let's understand more about this when it comes to tools and technologies, right? So here in waterfall, it's more of a process oriented. In Agile, Scrum, if you see, they wanted to collaborate people. Now here in DevOps, they wanted to bring more softwares and automate the process so that it can be monitored live. Now here, if you see in development, what other things are going to fall in development? More in writing coding, unit testing, where you write codes, code reviews, building, everything comes here in development, and more in monitoring, incident management, and releasing, backup, recovery, anything to do with security, anything to do with the hardware, servers, everything goes in operations. All right, so here these front-end guys and back-end guys, not more to do with who are building it and who are mobilizing it. Both needs to be working together. Okay, now here, this is where exactly we encounter tools. For example, we talk about Jenkins, GitHub, Bitbucket, Docker, and you see Kubernetes, and all Chef, Puppet, Terraform, everything comes in. Those are the tools. And when it comes to concept, right? So what are the concept we see? That CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment or delivery, CI/CD pipeline. This is what is called CI/CD pipeline. And you see the containers, right? That word you see, container, and container orchestration, infrastructure as a code, and monitoring. Those are the things we see as the concepts here. Now, another role that is there in DevOps, it is SRE. Okay, so I have not prepared that. Let me write it down for you. SRE is Site Reliability Engineer. Now here, these people are more engaged in development and operations, and when it comes to the hardware, when it comes to monitoring, when it comes to more of admin duties, SRE comes in. So this is another role that I will explain in another video, but just for your information, I'm telling you that in DevOps process, SRE also another role which comes more of an admin side. Okay, perfect. I hope you got a clarity over the tools, concepts. Now the question comes in that when we are talking to the candidates, how would we feel? What is that we ask, and how we interact? That is very much important. And most of our recruiter, if you see, they are not technically strong, and obviously why we would be technically strong? We are not that developers, or neither we have worked in software projects, right? So here one thing that you need to remember, do not pretend as if you are somebody else, but make sure that you show your authority during discussion. What is that? So whenever you are asking questions, so the questioning is very much important, as I was telling, right? How you frame it. For example, can you walk me through your DevOps process? Or tell me about a challenge you have solved using DevOps tools. Or you should be asking, which DevOps tools are you most confident with and why? Can you give me an example? Or how do you actually handle application monitoring? Which tools have you used? Because that's where the monitoring comes in, right? That will give a clarity on monitoring tools. And what's your process when an application goes down in production? Because this is very much important. Why? Because this is a continuous integration, continuous monitoring is required. So you are trying to understand what exactly they have done in the process. For example, have you automated any infrastructure tasks? If yes, which tool did you use? Generally they use Ansible, Terraform for that automation work. Or you can ask, tell me about your experience with cloud platforms. Which services have you worked with most? How do you have if you have to compare with one with other, so which do you think is better? So this is more of an intelligence question rather than more technical question. Okay, now if you want, there is a surprise, but if you want the cheat sheet for you, then I have added a link in the description. And do me a favor, once you successfully download, put that in the comment box that yes, you have got your gift, and use it and put your comment that next time when you screen a DevOps candidate, how it went, and overall how did you like this video, so that I will create more such easy videos for you to understand. Take care and bye bye.